I invite you to get comfortable. Sit down, lie down. I found this hawk feather the other day. So I'll do a little cleanse on you with the hawk feather. It's been years since I found a hawk feather. And the last one that I found, I actually saw it fall from the hawk. And I was lucky enough to find it. So I was very happy to find this one the other day. So breathe in that energy of expanded vision, expanded awareness. And take a couple deep breaths. You might hear my dog snoring in the background. And you can fold that into your experience of allowing your relaxation, allowing your nervous system to relax. And if your eyes are closed, great. If you don't want to close them, that's totally okay. And we'll just arrive in the space together. I find many yogis, when they arrive in the studio, they've had a day. Even if it's a morning class, they've had a day. You know how it is. And so I always ask them to just allow themselves to arrive in the space with themselves, in their body, with each other. And this is something we can say silently to ourselves. It reminds me of Thich Nhat Hanh to say, I have arrived. I have arrived. I am here. And you just feel that dropping into the body. Maybe dropping into the heart. And the breath is natural. And I think that when we drop into the body, we drop into the present moment, the space, then we will begin to deepen the breath naturally. So there's no force, there's no need to manipulate in this process. This isn't about breath control. This is just about becoming present to the moment, present to your body, aware of your body, aware of the connecting points of your body and whatever you're on, be it a chair, a couch, a floor, a bed, a yoga mat. And you can scan your body from head to toe and toe to head. And just notice the different sensations that you feel. And throughout this process, we can put judgment and labels aside and identification aside and just be in the moment. Just be with what is without attaching. And if that feels like a lot of work, then it's okay. Just be where you are and let your mind be where it is. If there's a lot of thoughts, it's okay. If your breath isn't steady, if it's a little shallow or choppy, just give yourself that grace to be where you are. And over time, these things will occur naturally. Things will start to shift. Your nervous system will shift. Just keep following my voice. And maybe you even start again and follow my voice. And just allow yourself to be present to whatever is. We live in a very busy world where we're consuming so much. Where we're told many different things about how to live and how to be healthy. But the truth is that we have this wisdom within our bodies and our minds, our cells. They know how to find balance. when we get quiet. But in that process of getting quiet, we have to allow what is to be. And we can keep on arriving to the present moment and observing what that is, even if it's not comfortable. And we just scan and get curious. What part of your body is calling you? Where does your awareness go to? Can you move your awareness to that part of your body and just imagine breathing there? Maybe it's an achy knee or a broken heart. Just move your awareness there and breathe. And the thoughts, of course, they're going to rise and fall and come and go. You don't have to push them away. Don't push them away. Allow them to rise and fall. And you come back to the present moment. And you breathe. You're with your breath. You're with your body. You're here, you're now. This is the moment that we have, is right here and right now. There's an interesting practice that you can try where you ask yourself a couple times. And try it. Ask yourself silently, what will my next thought be? And see what happens. What will my next thought be? There's a pause. There's a little gap. When you ask yourself that, at least the first time, what will my next thought be? There's that gap. You can just relax into it for that 1 second before the thoughts come back in. And then maybe you're able to deepen your breath or even it out. Or relax your body. And when we scan the body from head to toe, it begins this process of relaxation. Begins the process of relaxation. Layers. It takes time to relax. It's not as easy as saying, I'm going to sit down and relax. It's not automatic. We don't just automatically relax. Expectations. We have so many expectations of ourselves to instantly be able to do something like take a deep breath or relax or not have thoughts. That's such a myth. Clear your mind, they say. That doesn't happen. There might be a glimpse. There might be that gap. But the thoughts come and the thoughts go. So we're not trying to clear the mind. We're trying to observe. Trying's not even the right word. We're being and we're observing. Observing without attaching. And that's all a practice. It's all a practice. Over and over again, you come back to the present moment. You observe. You get caught up in a thought. You remember that you're practicing. You're breathing. You're coming back. You're scanning the body. Head to toe, toe to head. And then you feel another layer of tension release. And then maybe your breath deepens a little bit. It's the subtleties. It's those small things, small increments that begin to bring us back into a calmer nervous system. When our nervous system starts to get calm, our mind gets clearer and not free of thoughts. but clear, free of as much worry and stress and maybe fear, anxiety, the things that circle around. Scan the body head to toe, toe to head. Maybe go slower and you pause at your nose and you take a breath. And you pause at your shoulder and you take a breath. And you pause at your abdomen and you take a breath. And you pause at your hip and you take a breath. And maybe your mind is saying, why am I doing this? What is the point? And that's a great time to smile and say, I have arrived. I am here. The present moment is all we have. And we know that when we are here and now in the moment, it's almost like we're carving out time in our lives to enjoy what's in our lives. However small that joy may be, the awareness shines through when we come back and we arrive over and over again. It's one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen was arriving at Deer Park Monastery in California, and Thich Nhat Hanh's monastery, and the signs that were on the trees that say, inhale and exhale. And they say, you have arrived. And they say, smile. Every sign is an opportunity to come back to the present moment in such a simple way, but an embodied way, where we're really living in the moment, in our bodies, smiling to our thoughts, smiling to the moment. And just because we're smiling and we're arriving and we're taking this time, I know it doesn't mean that life is easy, but this is why we do this, right? This helps us to increase our capacity to withstand challenges. When we can pull back and we can relax our body, we can reset our nervous system even just a little bit. That little gap, what will my next thought be? What will my next thought be? And then maybe at the end of this, we might drop the inquiry into the universe that we don't answer. But we might say, who am I? That soul question, who am I? And you can imagine that you're resting that on your heart, that question, who am I? And as you breathe a little deeper, you know that each movement that you make from this point on will be a reflection of that question, who am I? As you begin to open and remember who you really are, just through the simple practice of observing and relaxing and being present, arriving. You have arrived. You are here. Scanning your body from head to toe, toe to head. Another layer of tension falls away.